Understanding how to manage holiday requests is essential to keeping your business running smoothly, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do. Hello, my name is Jennifer, I'm the founder of Silk Helix. We're a HR consultancy and we will protect your business, train your business and help you grow your business. So let's dive right in and understand holiday. In the UK, statutory minimum holiday requirements are 5.6 weeks, which is the equivalent of 28 days for somebody who works 5 days a week. This is in small businesses often dealt with 20 days of holiday plus the 8 bank holidays. The bank holidays can be included in the 28. Some will put them on top, some will put part and part. As long as you've got this minimum of 5.6 weeks, it does not matter if it includes things like bank holidays. You just need to make sure people have got paid time off for 5.6 weeks. And what does that mean for part-timers? Well, it's 5.6 of their weeks. So if they work 3 days a week, that's 3 times 5.6. I've got another video where I talk more about part-time annual leave. Go check it out if you want to really dig into the calculations for part-time workers. And when it comes to holiday pay is complex. There's been a lot of case law in this in the last 10 years or so, probably more than that now. The simple message is that somebody should not be disadvantaged by going on holiday. So this means if they regularly earn commission, for example, or overtime, these things should be calculated within their holiday pay. We used to see contracts made up of things like 30 hours of basic hours plus 10 hours of overtime every week. And the reason they were written like that was so that when somebody went on holiday, they could be paid just 30 hours because the overtime wasn't being worked. That case law has said, no, can't do that anymore. Holiday should be reflective of what they would earn. So if they're working 40 hours a week and they earn that money based on 40 hours a week, that's what they should be paid when they go on holiday. And that includes other payments that are based around them actually doing the contracting and their job. So fundamentally, in the simplest of terms, somebody should be being paid as if they were at work. It is a complex area, so do take advice, particularly if you've got complex payment structures around what people earn, when they earn it. It's worth taking advice on exactly what holiday pay they should be receiving. But crucially, how do we manage holiday requests? That's often the disruptive part. Too many people off at the same time, somebody off for too long, too much holiday left to the end of the year. These are all the challenges that we come across. Start with a holiday policy which sets out your rules, and don't be afraid to make rules. These rules could include the length of notice somebody needs to give. Now, if somebody's got a role where it doesn't really matter exactly when they do the work, and if they have a day off here or there in the month, it's not actually going to have a huge impact on the output, then we might allow very short notice periods for holiday. Whereas if somebody's got, say, clients booking in 8-10 weeks in advance, then we probably want 12 weeks notice of holiday, and that's not going to be unreasonable. As long as we let people know in advance what we expect of them and what we require. We can also have periods where holiday is not allowed. So if the run up to Christmas, for example, is your busiest period, you may say that holiday cannot be taken in December. If your busiest period is the end of the financial year, say March, April time, then you may say that no holiday can be taken during that time. On the flip side, you may close the business or enforce holiday during particular times. So let's say January is your slowest period. You may say that a week's holiday has to be taken during January, or we're closing the business for a week in January and everybody must take holiday during this time. Again, all of this is perfectly permitted. Just have it in your policies, make it clear. There is a balance here. Holiday is a benefit to people. Now, you can only promote it as a benefit if you're going over and above that statutory minimum of 5.6 weeks. But either way, it's about work-life balance. It's about people being able to have a break, take time out, do the things that they want to do, because that is going to help them with their motivation in the workplace. So we want to make sure that we've got both of those sides kind of weighed up, and that we are allowing people to take their holiday and we're enabling the business to run. So if you're very restrictive over when holiday can be taken, have good business reason for doing that. Make sure it's really clear to people. And for example, teachers can only take holiday during school holiday time, but it's really clear why. We can see why. We can see the nature of the job. We can see the nature of the holiday periods available. People don't tend to dispute that or get too upset by it. When you're just saying, well, actually, I don't really want to deal with holiday, so I'm going to make these rules, or one person in the past didn't take any holiday and was left with 4 weeks in December, so I'm going to make you take a week every quarter. People don't get those rules, they don't like them, and they're not really going to serve you, the business, or your team very well at all. So make sure your rules are reasonable and that you've got the right rules in place. And then make sure you stick to them. So if you've got a 12-week notice period and somebody doesn't give you 12 weeks notice for their holiday, you can decline it. If too many people are off, you can decline holiday. You do need the business to be able to run smoothly. And if it's first come, first served, it's first come, first served. And what about if people don't take their holiday? Well, look, we should be encouraging people to take them. We certainly shouldn't be dissuading them from taking it, which is why pay is as it is. But ultimately, it can be a use it or lose it policy. If somebody hasn't organised themselves to take their holiday, then they can lose it. Now, there are situations where they can carry over, say, long-term sickness, maternity leave. There may be some exceptions where we allow that carryover because they simply haven't been able to take it. Or in exceptional circumstances, if the business meant that they just could not take it, you may allow them to carry it over. I don't recommend that. Holiday is about breaks. It is about people being able to take those breaks. So do encourage that, and it shouldn't be a situation where business is so busy that somebody simply cannot take their holiday. That should be an exceptional circumstance. But ultimately, we should be encouraging people to take, particularly that statutory minimum in the holiday year. There's a reason it's a statutory minimum. It's the breaks that people need. So we should be encouraging that. I would, 6 months into the year, be saying to people, look, you've got this much holiday left, just a reminder, you need to make sure you take it. Maybe towards the final quarter saying, do you realise you've got this much left? Make sure you do take that holiday. Make sure you remind people it's first come, first served. So in December, you cannot have the whole team off because they haven't taken their holiday. Make sure that you've got all of these things in place, which does support your team to be able to take it and helps you to manage holiday, manage those requests, and keep the business running smoothly. I hope you found that useful. For more hints and tips on management, leadership, and all things HR and employment law, do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a single video.